All right, guys. Well, we're live again
right,
after
we're back.
forever.
Yeah, long break.
Forever. A lot's been going on though.
Hit him with it.
Hit him with it. I was gonna wait if you wanted me to reform it a little.
Hit him with it.
Are you sure? All right. Let's see what we can do here. Been working on official intros, y'all. Since we got the beer, we're giving y'all our with drink presentation.
Tell them what we got. We got Miller Lite 50th anniversary in the gold Diet Coke looking cans.
The caffeine free.
Old style caffeine free.
Yeah.
The Gold Can 50th anniversary Miller Lights, and it's a welcome back to the Triple Shot Trio, y'all. The ultimate blend of gaming and music and smooth vibes that collide.
Yes.
We serve up hot takes in the latest games, epic tracks that'll keep your playlist fresh.
Oh.
If y'all are ready, tune in to the Triple Shot Trio.
All right. Well, that's quite the intro there, John.
It's a start. It's a start, y'all. We're trying to get more professional with it.
Yeah, we're trying to get a little bit more. Sorry, man. I'll turn my ringer off. Okay. Anyway, here, it's been a while. I think our last one we did was that. What was that thing we did? The tier list. Did you do the tier list with us? You did.
I think the last
You
time
definitely did the tier list
Yeah,
with us.
yeah.
I know I missed the one with Petroni. So
Yeah.
that was in like
But you made the tier. The
Mid-March.
tier list was the very last thing we did, and it was a fun episode. But trying to get back more into the music stuff too. I think we all agree.
Yeah.
So
Back to the core of the three of us
Yeah.
talking about it.
that's where our expertise is mostly.
You know what I'm saying what I'm saying.
and it's concert season, you know.
It is concert season. Speaking of concert season, let's give them a rehash of the last concert we all went to together.
Yeah, we did a little live video for that one.
You want to go
Mhm.
first, Alex?
No, that was the very last thing we did was that live video. Remember the
Yeah.
live chat, live video?
We didn't do I don't know if you did too much with it after we filmed that. It was
Mhm.
kind of like a random test. But
Right.
we were tailgating at Pussifer, Primus, and a Perfect Circle.
Yes, we were.
And
Yep.
did a live video for that one. That was
Yep.
fun.
Yeah, we tuned in on it. It was great.
Yeah, that was fun, and it seemed like we got a lot of people like in there. It's like I see why people stream. Honestly, it's just funny.
Yeah, it's funny who
Oh, it's
who all you
hilarious.
get in. Like
I've
we
been-
had some random guy and riffed on him for like 5 minutes.
Some guy from Saudi Arabia. He's like, brother, there's oil underground. I'm like, good for you.
I'm about to see Primus, Perfect Circle, and Primus.
he said, brother, come to Saudi Arabia. Like he just kept saying that.
Right. Had nothing else to
We're like, cool. But no, I've been watching like streamers. I've been watching this ex UFC fighter. His name is Rampage Jackson. He's hilarious. So I don't know. It's just making me want to maybe get into like streaming and things like that more. Plus, you get the potential to make money. You know,
Right.
is there with streaming, like the chats. And,
Mhm.
like we could make it like $1. You know what I mean? To do a chat or like $5 super chat. You guys have seen
Yeah,
streamers.
super chats.
Super chat meaning like I'll pay $5 or $10 and it'll have like text to speech. Like
Right.
It'll actually like say something.
I don't think you can block out chats entirely.
That's crazy.
But no, yeah, you can do super chats on like YouTube.
Yeah. No, YouTube Live is a viable option as well as like Twitch or something, something like that.
Right.
We could look into getting into something like that. But anyway, let's do the Pussifer concert. Like what did you like? What did you not like?
So I guess the most unique thing to point out first is that there was no breaks.
Yeah.
Is whenever one band would go out and play 3 songs, whenever
they had,
they're
like
done
3
playing.
drum sets up there, didn't they?
Yeah, they had
They had
Yeah.
everything set up. Like it wasn't like Alex was saying, it's not like, we're swapping everything. It was like everybody's stuff was already up there and they just played on whatever.
They played together. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, it was cool.
everybody's kits were set up already, so there wasn't really much time in between. It was nice just not having a set break.
Mhm.
Right.
And I'll go more into that later. There's kind of something I can add on to that for one of our later topics.
Okay. And anyway though, I really enjoyed it. From seeing the first Pussifer show that Alex, remember you and I
Yeah.
went to, I feel like it wasn't like as theatrical, but at the same time, I really liked it, and you got to appreciate Maynard for doing like two bands at once. You know what I mean? I mean,
Yeah.
he's got a lot going on, and
So
go
you
ahead.
said this most recent tour wasn't as theatrical.
I don't think so. Do you think so? I mean, they had the ping pong up on stage.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
playing
that
ping
was
pong on
crazy.
stage.
They're just doing as much random things as they could do on this
Yeah.
tour. And
Yeah.
then for the one we saw, it was for their newest album. And
Like they got into, I feel like the one we saw, they actually got into like characters. Like Maynard came out in the preacher outfit. They had their Secret Service thing.
Yeah.
and, like they just had all their outfits. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Yeah, like if you're not familiar with Pussifer, Maynard kind of makes a character for each album, and
Yeah.
really sometimes even each tour. And for that tour, he had the kind of like alien CIA character,
Mhm.
and they were dressed that way for the whole thing. And then for 60th and 61st birthday tour, which is what we saw with Primus and A Perfect Circle.
Yep.
That one's a bit more random.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And what did you think of seeing Pussifer for the first time?
First time, it actually amazes me seeing Maynard just so used to it, been doing it so long. This dude can play rocket sock'em boxing while singing with the mic. Like he's seasoned.
It was
I-
hilarious. for
I've just
moments
never
like that.
seen somebody in that deep of a. I don't want to say routine, but just knows what he's doing other than Dave Grohl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be honest.
And just kind of having a good time with it too. Not
Yeah.
as much as like, you know, just singing and moving around the stage. He's like just doing whatever.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then what did you guys think of so how did you guys think of how he went from Pussifer to A Perfect Circle? Like to me, those songs like I was worried about the Perfect Circle because I think those are a little bit more of a vocal stretch for him than
Yeah.
than his Pussifer songs. So
Can you correct me if I'm wrong? But wasn't there a couple times where it would be, say, either Pussifer or Perfect Circle, and then directly after it was Pussifer and then A Perfect Circle?
Yeah, they never did the same rotation. So
Okay.
there
it
were,
wasn't
there
like
were-
Primus Pussifer Perfect Circle. It would be like, you know, just random.
Yeah, I think there was a few ones where A Perfect Circle was short. Like they didn't have 3 sets like Primus or Pussifer did. And that kind of put them in that rotation where they played right after Pussifer.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think all three bands, I don't know, man. It's hard to like I really wanted to see A Perfect Circle. Like they were definitely on my bucket list.
Mhm.
But honestly, Primus was pretty hot that night. I really liked the Primus set.
Dude, I kind of got a hot take on that whole concert, bro.
What?
If you want it, man.
What you got?
Tell you the truth. So, like, in studio, I like A Perfect Circle the most.
Yeah.
Like
Really?
their albums in studio. In live concert, I think Primus did the best that night,
Okay.
in my opinion.
You think so? What do you
Well,
think, Alex?
I've gone to tons of shows and I am a little bit of a fanboy, but
Primus.
Primus is
Yeah.
like my favorite live band ever.
Yeah.
And I've seen him 4 times. That was my 4th time seeing him in person. And they just
Are
always
you
put on a great show.
talking? Are you talking Primus or are you talking Les Claypool?
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. Like I've seen
Primus 2 or 3 times.
I
Les
saw Claypool,
with
Lennon,
you and me.
Delirium in 2018.
Yeah.
We saw
Mhm.
Les Claypool's Flying Frog Brigade in
Yeah.
2023. And then I watched a Primus live stream from like 2020 when there
Yeah.
couldn't be any concerts. So
Yep.
like if
Yeah.
we're talking like all Les related stuff, I've seen like 7 things.
Okay, I got you. No, I got you. No, Les is definitely an entertainer, but man, to me, it was still A Perfect Circle.
Yeah.
I think, dude, I like you're talking. Like I just listen to their studio stuff, and then I'll just like turn on their like Red Rocks
Mhm.
album, or I'll turn on another. What is it, May Dear Noms or whatever?
Yeah,
it's
Murder
called.
Noms.
Murder Knobs. I'll turn on Murder Knobs live, and I'm just like, man, they're just a live band. Like they're a great. Like the chords are super ambient that they're
Mhm.
playing. And did they have what's the Asian guy's name from Smashing Pumpkins?
James Aha did not.
Was he not there?
No, he didn't do this tour.
But like Billy, dude, just like Billy and whoever else was playing guitar at the concert, man. Do you know how he got in the band?
I don't.
I don't. I think Alex knows.
Yeah.
He was a sound tech for Tool, wasn't he?
Yeah, with Adam Jones.
And he hit up Maynard, and he was like, I don't know what he said, but he was like, So basically, he could probably play a little bit like Adam because he was their
Mhm.
sound tech, and he's like, "You want to do something?" And that's kind of how the band got formed,
Wow.
the Perfect Circle.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there was like all of the band members on that first studio album were kind of just session musicians. Like Maynard just kind of had some connections, got people in there. Like
Right.
the drummer from the original drummer for like studio albums from Primus was on that because he wasn't in Primus at the time.
Right. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. And I don't know, man. Like I'm gonna be honest. After hearing Pussifer, A Perfect Circle, and Tool, I'm gonna have to say A Perfect Circle is probably my favorite out of the three.
Yeah,
I respect it.
I mean, I just
Yeah.
know you love the band, and
Yeah,
I
I
like him
do.
a lot too. But I kind of agree with Jonathan. Like in that setting where they're
You don't think
only-
at that particular venue that they were that good? But
No,
you've
I
heard
think-
them.
I think they would be good at the venue. It's just in that setting where they're only playing 3 songs at a time.
Yeah.
Their whole vibe doesn't really get going.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. Yeah, it's and that's a good point. Is I think if it was all because, I mean, you got Primus songs and they're kind of goofy. Like if you listen
Right.
to the lyrics, so then you got like goofy to Perfect Circle, kind of like more serious to like Pussifer, which is goofy again.
Yeah.
So you got like a mostly goofy vibe there.
Right.
And it just but still, man, I think maybe it's because it was so anticipated for me was why I like them so much.
Yeah, there was a lot of anticipation for me too because
Yeah.
I've seen both Pussifer and Primus. Well, I saw Pussifer once before Primus many times,
Right.
And then that was my first time
Yeah.
seeing A Perfect Circle.
So rate each of their performances. Like I want to hear what you have to say and what you have to say, and then I'll kind of say what I have to say.
Okay.
You want
It
to go,
is-
Alex?
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll go.
Like all three bands, like I just like a 1 to 10.
Okay, so Pussifer, I would honestly, I'm leaning between like 7 and 8
Okay.
because the song selection, it's good, but it's
Mhm.
not what I would
Mhm.
pick
Mhm.
in that order that they did.
Yeah.
But it's all good. It's all good performances.
Yeah.
And
right.
then A Perfect Circle, it was like a 9. Like even though the vibe
is
didn't,
good.
even though the
I'm
vibe
telling
didn't
you,
get going,
dude.
the track list was pretty much perfect.
Okay. So you're telling me that you enjoyed A Perfect Circle more than Pussifer playing that night.
Yeah, I definitely like a
Okay,
Perfect Circle
okay.
more.
And then go ahead and say Primus. Say it. Go ahead
I
and say
told
it.
you
Go
I'm a
ahead and say it.
fanboy. So Primus is like fanboy out of 10.
Were they on the 10?
They were a 10.
Like I can't say for sure it's like I can't tell you it's the best Primus show I've ever
Oh,
seen.
Shoot.
But it's
but it's
just-
still a 10.
it's still a 10.
Primus is normally on 11. So go ahead, John. What do you say?
Crazy. I'm right in line there with Alex. As far as Pussifer goes, I personally am gonna go a little lower, put him at like a 6 or a 7 myself.
Mhm.
And I can't go much lower because it's still Maynard and it's still him singing on them, and I enjoy it.
Mhm.
Perfect Circle. I probably put a Perfect Circle 8 or 9.
Okay.
They did top tier.
What do you
Like I
put-
said, it's not that I'm hating on them, just different than I expected.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Primus, he played some bangers I was hoping to hear. I got to give him a 10, bro. All I know is I want to be a fisherman.
He heard that Little Lord Fentanyl. And he said that's a 10, bro.
You said that like Primus is goofier than the other two, and I was immediately thinking like, yeah, they debuted the song "Little Lord Fentanyl," which is like it's a play on words. I don't know what the original, but it's like a Little Lord something.
Dude, I think the bass on that song is so good. I mean, the bass on all of his songs is pretty good.
Right.
So technical. Like even that riff, like I was watching like John the Fisherman, like a guy playing that, and he was just breaking down the riff. He said he's got strumming going on while slapping and popping. Like in between the strums, he's like slapping. I'm like, dude, that's like a different level of
It's crazy,
of
bro.
technical. Like, there's different levels to this stuff, man. A lot of people view the bass as like kind of a boring instrument, but like you listen to Les and you're like, you may hear some of that stuff and you're like, oh, My Name is Mud. I can play that. It's like Go ahead and try.
They're listening to the wrong bands, you know.
Yeah.
They're listening to like Coldplay or Imagine Dragons.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think that the older I get, man, the more I listen to bass, and I think it's kind of an exciting instrument. Like,
Yeah.
like just hearing. Sometimes I even just listen to like isolated bass on songs, and you don't really hear it, but like you turn the bass off, and you're like, "What is this song? This
Yeah.
song is nothing.
It makes
like
a
it's
difference.
the bass carrying the whole song, damn
Yeah.
near. You know what I mean?
You turn off the bass, you're like, this is Injustice for All.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, that the bass really makes a lot of things. But I guess getting back to that, I'm going to say Pussifer the first time I saw them was probably like an 8 or 8.5. But I'm gonna say this time they were about a 7. I think they were a little, and I think perhaps maybe is what it was is like Alex and I. It just seemed like we were like, where did we see them at? Is that the Murat?
Yeah, we saw them at the Murat Theater.
So anywhere you sit in the Murat, you could kind of see them up close.
Yeah.
Versus where we were way back in the lawn. So I just feel like I don't know if it was because I saw them more up close and what they were doing that it was funnier to me,
Mhm.
or it was just that Maynard didn't put as much into it because he was performing two shows. But yeah, I'm gonna put. So what did I say?
7.
7 that concert. I'm gonna put a Perfect Circle. I'm putting like 9.5, dude.
Mm-mm.
9,
And
9,
then
9.
I could safely probably put Primus like a 9 or yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say Perfect Circle was my favorite. And just a little bit below was Primus, and then Pussifer.
I respect it.
Yeah.
Who was that drummer that was there that they just fired?
Josh Freese.
Foo Fighters just fired Josh Freese. He was the replacement for Taylor Hawkins.
It was like a week before we saw him.
Who did I just see? What band did I just see that was needing a drummer? And people were like, "Are they gonna pick up?" It was like a band. I can't remember who it was. Maybe it was Smashing Pumpkins or somebody.
No. It would be them.
Somebody was needing like a drummer, but it was like a big band, and they were like, "Is it Josh Freese was the drummer?" You said,
And he fills in all the time. For
yeah. He was
stuff.
like, "Is
Yeah.
Josh Freese gonna? Are they gonna pick Josh Freese up?" But did Foo Fighters ever get a drummer? By the way,
They haven't announced who was replacing him, as far as I know. They did put out a new single, though.
did they? I haven't even checked
I
that out
haven't
yet.
heard it either.
It's all right.
It's okay. Is
It's
it kind of like,
alright.
dude? I feel like The Sky Is the Neighborhood. When did that come out? 2017.
2017.
I feel like that sounded a little bit too Imagine Dragons for me. You know?
That was kind of their standard pop rock album, but it was
Mhm.
better
Yeah.
than what they're putting out.
Yeah.
It's definitely not their worst album.
I just
I want to put it over the most recent one.
the older I get, man, the more like hype I like to hear. So when I hear stuff that just sounds like so like commercial, I guess I just
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
like one thing I like Queens of the Stone Age. What was that album? The one with Dave Grohl on it,
Songs for the Div.
dude. That just like that album is like I love playing that album. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I like that's the type of energy I'd be wanting to hear. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And when I hear like I don't know, just something that sounds so like kind of like commercial to the music industry
It has a
now.
blueprint.
Yeah, like they're not putting out that stuff, and I'm not saying there's not some good stuff that's good, that's chill, but it's all like chill, and it's like man, I'm trying to get hype,
Yeah. They're kind of like on every other album cycle for me. Like,
Right.
like Wasted Light was really good. And then Sonic Highways was okay.
yeah,
And then Concrete and Gold was good.
yeah,
And then Medicine at Midnight's like probably their worst album.
yeah.
And then the most recent one is more high, kind of like what you're saying. But
Yeah.
it also just has like different songwriting. I don't know. Like, I agree with you. I like it when
Hey,
it's not just the same thing all the time.
Did you hear that new Deftones?
Yeah, I heard it.
That song just sounds okay to me. You know what I mean? I mean, it's
Yeah.
not like classic Deftones. I mean,
I agree with you. Well, if you look at the track listing, it's going to be the first song on the album, and it's
Mhm.
under 3 minutes. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
it's a choice. They put out the intro to the album
Mhm.
as the first single, and the
Mhm.
rest of it you just got to wait for it.
You gotta wait.
And I mean, obviously, Chino's not going to be able to to sing like he did in the 90s or the 2000s, but I don't know, man. It just sounded a little I mean, the instrumentals sounded like Deftones, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? But I don't know. I have to listen. I have to give it another listen, but I wasn't fucking with it the first time I listened to it.
I'll check it out. I haven't heard it
Yeah.
outside of Around the Fur.
Yeah.
Around
Outside
the
of
Fur is
Around the
good,
Fur, I
dude.
don't know too much about Deftones.
Around the Furs are 90s, right?
That was 97.
Is
Yeah.
that the one that had the main song? The
Yeah.
My Own Summer. Yep.
We remembered it at the same time. And then it has the title track Around the Fur, has
Dude, but Passenger, the one he
Mhm.
did with Maynard, I like that album too.
yeah, that's White Pony.
White Pony.
2001.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did that song. You've never heard that song he did with Maynard?
Bro, what if I told you no?
Ooh.
And you gotta listen. That's
We're gonna play. So, like, I want to
Reaction
play
video?
these songs. Yeah, I want to play these songs, but like, I keep getting copyrighted. Like that one where I played these songs. So after the podcast, we'll stop it and I'll have Alex play it for you. But it's pretty good.
we could do a
Bet.
reel, maybe.
Oh yeah, of us playing the song. That way we don't get copyrighted. Yeah, we could do that. Let's do that at the end though, Alex, and we'll do that and we'll throw the song. That's a good idea. Now I'm thinking of, and then is what you do is you just mute the track and then you play this. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So
You see why podcasts are hard, guys? You got a big brain, this stuff.
Yeah, and I can't.
you
You
get
know, I can
somebody
be big
calling
brain
you,
in the
Johnny.
moment sometimes, but if I have to like plan on these things, I want to be able to think about that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, you don't know on podcasts what's going to be allowed until you play some stuff. Like that one I played. Who was playing with? Who was the first band we saw that was playing with? What's that? I'm spacing. So King Buffalo. Who was
Oh.
the first band? The Moon Goons or whatever.
Moon Goons, yeah, they're a
Yeah,
little
like
funny.
we played the Moon Goons on there, and then we played somebody else, and it was like it copyrighted me, and it was fine. Like it was the copyright. It's like the artist will let their music be, but even if you get too many of those, it's gonna mess up your views and it's gonna mess up your channel.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's like I want to do that stuff. I want to play it, but it's like I don't want to get taken down because once you get copyrighted so many times, it stops recommending and showing your videos to people. So I want to get
Right.
that out there and let the people see. So anyway, what's the next topic, boys?
Well, I guess we were talking about another concert back to the beginning, unless you had
Oh, yeah.
something else you want to do.
Yeah, we could talk about that a little bit. So Ozzy Osbourne, final concert. Alex and I have seen Ozzy twice. We have seen Ozzy with Black Sabbath in 2016. The tour ended in 2017. What was that tour called?
That was 2016. We saw
Yeah, but the
think
tour
it was-
continued into 2017, and I think in
Oh,
Birmingham, where
January,
he's
February.
from, that was like the final show.
Yeah, but we saw him in like June 2016.
Yeah, it was like
I
right
think-
after we
I
graduated.
think that was really just called the end.
The End tour. So yeah, the End, and they played all their classics, and they I mean, you weren't gonna hear anything like the Writ, you know, where Ozzy's like super high vocals. I mean, he can't. I mean, he's older, but he was still though like Alex, back me up on here. He sounded great. Like he was
Yeah.
still like he was definitely fit to perform. And then we saw him. Were you at Ozzy with us?
Yeah.
You were at
Is
Ozzy.
that with Jake Case?
Me,
and-
Jake,
Yeah.
you, and Alex? Yeah, I
Yep.
didn't know if you were at
Some other
yeah.
people in my
Ozzy.
family too.
Yeah. And we TJ and them. We
Yep.
saw we saw them, and once again Ozzy sounded great. I thought
Yeah.
Yep. We got lucky we saw them there
And
because he quit.
he
touring
canceled
shortly
that
after.
tour. Yeah, when I think he did the American leg, but he got to the European leg and he canceled it
Yeah.
due
Yeah, it
to
was
like some
October
health problems.
2018. He was like rushed to the ER or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Yep.
And so basically this like final concert, I don't know, man, to me it's just sad cuz he can't sit. Like we saw him not even that long ago, you know, and he was doing great, but he you know, he's his Parkinson's, he's an advanced stage Parkinson's. I think he's dying, honestly. And
Mhm.
he's doing the best he can, but he's in the chair and you could tell he wanted to stand up and move because he's like clapping and yelling
Yeah.
in between singing. But it kind of, a lot of people were saying, I don't know if you saw Johnny Cash's final performance, but like you see him and he's just looking real gray, old, and frail, like he's gonna die. But it brings a new meaning to that performance because it's like this is his final performance, and some of those songs like hit harder, like "Mama, I'm Coming Home."
Yeah.
It's like, damn, he may be coming home here soon.
Yeah.
So the performances kind of hold new meaning. But I thought he did okay for being how old he was, but definitely not as good, right?
Yeah.
As, I mean, not the normal Ozzy you're used to. Like, he's like cracked out most of the time.
Well, I don't know if you've been watching the videos of like Guns N' Roses shows this year,
Yeah.
but people are like, Ozzy's like 30 years older than him and he can sing better than Axl.
Dude, Axl,
Yeah.
and that's a shame because Axl is one of those
Yeah.
6-octave vocal ranges. He can sing as low as was it Barry White, a super low bass singer, and he could sing as high as like Alicia Keys. Like,
That's
dude, his
crazy.
vocal ranges was crazy. Like I'll play some like 1990s stuff maybe after this if we're just
Yeah.
playing our stuff. But you're like, damn.
I didn't mean to derail us. It's just that's like the only other big thing I've been seeing a lot lately is people posting clips of Guns N' Roses playing live lately, and it's just not the same.
Yeah, that I don't know,
Yeah.
man. You know, for a lot of people, it only lasts so long. Like you know, one weird thing is like, did you see Steven Tyler sing at the Ozzy concert? Steven Tyler was there. He
I-
sung Led Zeppelin's "Whole Lot of Love." Dude, he sounds better than ever. But I'm like, didn't you just almost destroy your vocals? But
Yeah.
Steven Tyler's one of them weird freaks where like the older he gets, the better he sounds.
Right.
Like he's just a freak. But yeah, Axl's not that case.
Dude, I don't know if you remember, but one of the first episodes of the podcast, we had talked about people having a hard time letting go
Yeah.
Yeah.
of like the music and stuff.
Yeah.
Bro, no, there's no reason Ozzy should be touring right now.
Well, Ozzy,
Like, just accept
Ozzy
your
ain't-
fame, my guy.
well, Ozzy ain't touring. I think it was just his final show ever.
Oh, it was his final
it
show?
was just a fine. It was
Oh,
like
okay, I
it
was
was his
confused
like
then.
farewell. This is kind of what he felt he owed people. Like he's been talking about.
Mm.
Have you been seeing in the news? He's been talking about this at least probably for 3 years
Yeah.
about like him coming back and delivering a final show. It just didn't happen until.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I just hope it is the last one because the whole coming back, saying you're retiring and then not.
Well, there was the whole Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction last year, and then was that last year or was that this year? It's probably earlier this year.
Yeah.
And then
Wait, he did that?
yeah, he was there.
I
Like, he
did-
didn't sing, but
he
he,
didn't
was
sing.
there.
He was there. Yeah.
And then they did the. Back
Was
to
that
the-
when Jack Black inducted him?
Yeah, he inducted him, and that
Oh,
was
yeah.
and that was great. And then
I
back
remember
to-
that. Yeah.
And then back to the beginning,
That was funny.
like you're kind of saying, he wanted it to be a send off because
It was his ode to
He
his
had to-
whole discography, his
Yeah.
whole career.
and he had to cancel that Ozzy tour in 2018, and then he's tried scheduling like 2 more after that and had to cancel
Yeah.
those.
Yeah.
So he just probably wanted one last thing.
Yeah. Dude, I'm glad they brought Bill Ward
Oh
for
yeah,
Sabbath because Alex and I saw him, and who did they have? That dude named Tony
Um,
something?
Tommy.
Tommy.
I do not remember his
He
last
stole him. Okay, so he stole him from Rob Zombie.
Yeah.
Like he
Really?
stole the drummer from Rob Zombie, and I think Rob Zombie was kind of shitty about it. And literally, Tommy responded. He was like, "I'm literally like being recruited from the original metal band." He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna take this opportunity."
name. Yeah. Well, I mean, the other option was Brad Wilk, which probably wasn't doing anything at the time.
Yeah, Brad Wilk. I think
Right.
Brad Wilk drummed for him in some of his songs on 13. Remember 13?
Yeah, he did
that
the
album?
studio tracks.
He did 13. Yeah, so
And I
he's
don't
got a
know who-
history. Brad Wilk is the drummer for Rage
Rage.
Against the Machine, and who was the other? Audio Slave.
Yeah.
He was the drummer because that was all the original band from Rage Against the Machine minus Chris Cornell on vocals.
hmm
So.
Speaking of Rage, I've been listening to some Tom Morello on his solo stuff.
Oh, yeah. How's that?
Pretty good, man. He amazes me.
Sweet.
Yeah,
He's
cool
he's
guy.
good.
What's that all about?
sweet riffs, dude.
Yeah,
Sweet riffs. He's such a talented guitarist, and
he's got a unique style.
I can't think of the name, but there's an album he just released. They used it in the Venom movie. I think it's called "Hold the Line."
Hold the line.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
That sounds like a Tom Morello
Yes.
track. That sounds like a Rage track.
Yeah.
No, I'm just
Hold
laughing
the
because all I
line.
can think of is the Toto song.
Oh.
I don't know if it's
Always on time.
Yes.
Hold the line. Dang, 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 dang. I know what you mean, man.
Yeah, I don't know the song. I mean, it could be a cover or it could be a new one.
Yeah. I don't know, but I've just been listening to him. He's pretty good. He's a talented artist.
Yeah, he is, man. Yeah, Tom, dude, did you ever see the Game of Thrones guitar track that Fender put out?
You showed it to me a long time ago.
So yeah, it came out probably in 2018 or something, but it was like a bunch of guitarists. Like, so who is the guitarist in Anthrax, The Rhythm?
Scott Ian.
Oh, we're done.
What is that?
I think it stopped recording. Just been vibing to him recently, just checking out a lot of his solo work, and so far, no complaints.
I haven't dived too much into it. Like, I listened to a lot of Rage in high school,
Right.
and then I didn't really go much beyond that. And it's kind of the same way for Shantae. Like, I listened to a lot of Chili Peppers, and
Yep.
then I haven't listened to any solo for Shantae stuff.
It's just like the older I get, I don't know what I liked, but when I was like, I mean, I'm not that old, you know, I'm only 27, but I feel like when I was like 17, 18, like that music was really appealing to me.
Oh,
But like
yeah.
the older I get, like I listen to Rage now, I'm like, they got some classics, they're hype, but I don't know. I've kind of like just heard all their stuff at this
Yeah,
point.
it's
not
definitely been
new. It's
outplayed.
not new to me anymore.
It's been outplayed to me. Like, as a record
Yeah.
collector, I'll like go in a store and I'll see that record. I'm like, wow, I've listened to that so much in high school. And
Got
I'm
this
like,
Rage
I'm
record.
like, do I
man.
want that? I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I don't think so.
Nah, I'm on
Hey.
pass on that.
With that background, we're on our way to setting trends. Don't worry.
What background? What are you talking about? Oh, this?
Background of coming up off Frusciante and Rage and
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
probably true.
don't worry.
I don't know though, man. I've kind of gone back. I mean, some of the Chili Peppers stuff I've heard a trillion times, but just going back to some of their albums, like I've kind of like put them off for like years now, where I haven't listened to them so long. So I listened to them again, and they do have some replay value, especially like for Shantae's like solo stuff.
Yeah.
You have to do that with some bands over some time. Like, as much as I love like Russian Primus, I don't listen to them every day like I did in
Yeah.
high school and college.
Oh yeah, no, I get what you're saying. You know something I found that like kind of brings it back though is like when you've heard one of those songs and you actually go back through and you try to play it on guitar or you try to play it on bass or drums in your case, like you get like a newfound respect to it because like yeah, you've listened to it a lot before, but you're having to listen to it again almost like new because
in a
you're,
different meaning.
you're trying to figure out the thing like how this song comes together to
Yeah.
play it, the parts of it.
Yeah, and the band I just mentioned is a good example of that. So like Rush to the Spirit of Radio, I've listened to that so many times. And it kind of gets always, it's like one of their biggest hits. You hear it all the time.
Right.
And so I was like, that song's not like that high on my like tier list of like Rush songs.
Mhm.
And then for some reason, I got in the mood to like learn how to play some parts of it
Uh-huh.
on the drum kit.
Mm.
And I'm just like, wow,
You're like,
it's
holy
such-
shit, there's
such
a lot going on
It's such a
here.
good song. Yeah, I mean, and it's always had that where there's like three parts. Like it has the intro with like the guitar stuff. It has the main song structure, and then it goes into
Yeah.
the whole reggae section.
Yep.
Towards the end.
Dude,
of it.
I try to learn that or Free Will on the bass because I'm just like, oh yeah, man, I I could play this, and I don't know what it is about like Getty, but like, I do well with songs that are like structured where like there's like intro, this and that. He's playing like everything kind of a little bit different like every time, so it's like all
Right.
of those are new parts, and
he
I'm
doesn't
like,
repeat parts.
yeah, and,
Like that's what I would say.
and
Like,
I'm like, man, that is so difficult for me. It's like starting over each time you try to play like a certain part, you know, instead of like one guy I like is like Stone Temple Pilots, Robert DeLeo, I think's his name. But like his parts, like they sound good, but it's like you learn this, and then you're like, okay, when I play the chorus the next time, it's pretty much going to be the same. Or when I play the verses, it's pretty much going to be the same. And then there'll be a bridge at the song, which sounds a little different, and then you kind of end. But like Geddy Lee's is like all different, and messing me up. Even guitar. I don't like that on guitar.
Which one?
Just like when each section's like a little bit different on guitar, or like it just because you got to put so much more work into it. I feel like.
Yeah, I can see that. Geddy, crazy.
Yeah, Getty, and to sing that stuff, like,
Yeah, like-
and to sing, that's crazy.
As much as people love to talk about Neil and how great of a drummer he is, I
Mhm.
think Geddy's probably got the most difficult part in the band.
yeah.
Yeah.
And who's playing piano? Is that also Getty?
Yeah. He does the
Dude.
keyboard, bass, and singing.
Yeah, he's the multi-instrumentalist in that band.
Mhm.
What's Neil Peart
But
doing?
he doesn't write
anything
any
else?
lyrics. Neil writes the lyrics.
Neil
and
wrote
plays
all
drums.
those lyrics?
Yeah.
Shoot. And that's crazy how like some of the greatest singers ever were not. Like we were just talking about Ozzy. Ozzy never wrote any of his lyrics. He just sang.
Yeah.
And he was a performer. Like he was really good he had a really good stage presence and he was good at singing. But as far as the art of like making music and writing, he didn't do any of that.
Right.
Yeah, it's
That's crazy.
appreciative. Like Geddy says, like the first two albums, he primarily wrote the lyrics, and then he kind of realized like Neil was so smart he could do it for him, and then like everything after that, Neil pretty much primarily wrote the lyrics, and they
Yeah.
had a good understanding of what they wanted.
Yeah.
And Black Sabbath had the same thing with Geezer,
Mhm.
because he wrote the lyrics.
And going back to Sabbath, like we were talking about Bill Ward, like the reason why you didn't see Bill Ward in the end tour when I felt he should have been there even over that other dude, because that was just disrespectful, because he started it all and he was there probably up till I think when Dio got there, that's when they started like flip-flopping people in the band.
Yeah, well, he was out for a little bit. He did Heaven or Hell.
Didn't
and
he
then
get kicked out? Tony Iommi liked to kick people out.
He
He
was
kicked Dio
He was
out.
just too far out of his element. Like he was, they said that they'd be in the studio and he was just kind of out of it. So Heaven or Hell, they did the full album with him, and then the second album with them, I'm blanking on the name. They got rid
They
of him.
picked up a new drummer.
Tommy Aldridge, which he's great too.
Yeah. Dude, you can imagine kicking out Dio from your band, bro.
Tommy might be the Aussie drummer.
That's crazy.
But we're
And then they picked up another singer named Tony Martin, and Tony Martin was like really good. Like he would pick like the best singers for his band, and I don't. It was Tony's. It was definitely.
Yeah.
Did Geezer ever get kicked out at one point?
no Geezer. I think he's the only.
Geezer and
Man.
Tony were the only people to ever stay the full time.
I want to say he may have been like absent for an album, but
Right.
I don't think so.
Right.
I think he was in there the whole time with Tony,
Right.
and they switched out drummers quite a bit.
Yeah. What were
I'm-
you gonna say, Johnny? You gonna say something?
Speaking of Geezer, shout out to Three Floyds.
Foggy Geezer.
Foggy. Or,
I don't have
War
it in-
Pigs.
I don't have it
Sorry.
in hand, but yeah, it's War Pigs.
War Pigs and Three Floyds.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Collab.
Three Floyds
Foggy
and McKellar together equal War Pigs.
Okay, there you go.
And then
War
War Pigs has Foggy Geezer, which is great.
An amazing beer if you haven't tried it.
Dude, I don't know what it is about getting older, but like I'm starting to enjoy beer and definitely cooking more.
Oh yeah.
Like I swear motherfuckers get to like 30 and their whole personality is like drinking beer and like smoking meats and like like I just really like I love smoking, man. I like it tastes so good and it takes a long time, but like it just tastes so good, man.
Hey, we're talking about smoking, and we ain't talking about the kind from the tobacco shop. All right.
I'm just waiting for my own house, and then I'm learning how to like smoke barbecue and
Dude,
Yeah.
once you get that's honestly I was telling her, I was like, that's the big reason. Like I told her the first thing for me, like a must have, I was like, I gotta get this smoker. I was like, I'm gonna get this house to get to that smoker. And I was like, once I get that smoker, man, and I've probably cooked on that thing at least 7 or 8 times, and I've only been here like a little over a month. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yep.
And I'm like, I'm gonna learn how to smoke. And I did the next thing I need to do is pulled pork. I did brisket and ribs, and
You done a little fish.
done some fish. I've done steaks. I've done burgers. I've done
Okay.
shit. What else have I done? I feel like I've done one other thing.
What do you
But
like?
you could smoke cheeses. You could smoke like
Mhm.
bell peppers, like jalapeno bell peppers.
Did not know.
Or not jalapeno bell peppers. It's like a bell pepper wrapped with bacon, wrapped with like meat and cheese on the
Yeah.
inside. What are those called?
Jalapeno peppers.
Jalapeno
I think
poppers
so, right?
or whatever. Yeah, but you could
Yeah.
you could smoke cheeses. I mean, man, really, you could
But, like-
probably smoke about any kind of
That's
food.
crazy.
if
Where do
came
you
to-
like find the time to do that? That means like I don't like I know you don't live like too close. Like you don't work too close to where you live.
Yeah,
So like whenever I like work and come home, I'm like I don't want to do anything.
dude. Honestly, like I gotta. I don't know. I a lot of times, unless it's something quick, I like during my work days, I work 12 hours. So I work 3 days on, 4 days off. So I get 3 days off. So
Oh yeah, I forgot
and,
about that.
and on the other week I get 4 days off. But my days that I work, man, I can't do much. Like I'm lucky if I can like just clean one thing or do one thing. Like I'll
Right.
be honest, I don't do a lot. I'm like, it's pretty much just wake up, maybe get myself some food, and go to work.
Yeah, see, I get like 2 days off at best. I forgot you're on that like 3 or 4 days off.
what you
so
gotta-
that
Yeah.
you could spend a whole day on this.
Is what you got to do though is like if you wanted to get in, so you work Monday through Friday.
Yeah,
So if you work Monday through Friday, like depending on how long your cook is, like brisket is a 20-hour at least. So you're
Okay.
with it pretty much for damn near 24 hours. But you gotta like maybe start it when you get home. Like maybe go to the store, get the meat, get it seasoned, throw it on the grill for like I think that's like 6 hours. So what time do you get home?
I don't get home till like 7. Yeah, it's not.
Dude,
It's not
that's-
possible during a weekday.
It's not including like the salt bath and all that other
Mhm.
stuff.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, you're gonna be losing a little bit of sleep, but like if you got home, if you depends on what you're cooking though. Like if you just want a regular grill, that's fine. But if you're smoking, like let's say you're doing a brisket, get home by 7. Let's say you've already bought the stuff, or I'm gonna give it to you. You've already bought the stuff, you've got the seasoning, you've got your rubs. You get home, trim the fat off your brisket, throw the binder on it, which is a binder is like mustard or olive oil, or I think some people even do ketchup. Maybe not on brisket, but you lather it all up. Then you put your seasoning. You get like
Mhm.
a lot of people just do salt and pepper, but like pepper is the key to a good bark on a brisket. The bark is like the
Yeah.
black. Yeah, that's and pepper it. Maybe put some salt. Put a brisket rub.
Hey,
Get
I was told SPGs, man. All you need.
what's that? Salt, pepper, garlic.
Yep.
Yeah, you could do. That's what I put on there. But lather the whole thing up. Put the whole thing on there. Get your smoker to 250. That's what I do. So make sure it's got pellets too.
You're smoking at low temp.
Well, it's low and slow. You know what I
Ah,
mean?
you're right,
So
you're
it's
right.
like slow. That's why it takes so long. That's how you get the tender meat. Throw it on there for 6 hours. So you get home at 7. You're probably gonna be up to like 1. So like drinking coffee. So, dude, I'm telling you, I'm not. People who barbecue, this could be a sleepless thing. I'm telling you. But anyway, once you get it on, I transfer mine to the oven. So I put it in like an aluminum dish. You can wrap it in butcher paper, or you put aluminum foil over it. Take that, put that in the oven. Sit that for 12 hours. This is when you can sleep. You're probably sleeping a little bit late. 12 hours.
You got to smoke it first and
Yeah.
then take it out.
You could do the whole thing on the smoker, but the way Clayton told me, and it turned out great. I'm gonna do this
Mhm.
every time. Put it in the oven, 12 hours, 210 or 215. Throw it in there. Let it sit 12 hours. Wake up. So that this is where you can get your full 8-9 hours of sleep while it's smoking. And you wake up. So if that's 1, what's 12 hours after 1? So 1 p.m. you gotta let it sit. So by about 3 or 4, you'll be eating brisket. 3 or 4 p.m. you'll be eating brisket. Put it in the oven. They have safety features on the oven now. They only
Yeah.
go 12 hours and they shut off.
Okay.
Okay, so 210 or 215. Take that thing out. Let it sit. That's the important thing. Let that motherfucker sit.
Yep.
Don't touch it. That's how the juices retain in the meat. Take that thing out, dude. Cut that thing. Dude, it is so
it looks like
good.
you're doing this on a weekend.
Dude, this is the weekend.
I'm not doing. Yeah, I'm not
There
doing it.
ain't
on
no
a
weekday.
weekend.
No. I mean, you could do like
You could do like the prep on a night.
you need 2. you either need the Traeger Ironwood, which I think has like a grill on the side of it. It could get up to 500, but they're a little more expensive. Or you need like a Traeger like I got, and then you need like a charcoal grill or something like that. And the grill is the fast thing. The grill is like you get it up to 500, do a couple minutes on each sides for your steak, and boom, you're done. Or a couple burger,
Right.
The grill is the fast thing. The smoker is the thing that is slow, and it is not made really to go up to super high temperatures.
Yeah, but that's how you get that tender, like you said.
Dude, I've heard there's really good money in barbecue. Ribs actually aren't too bad though, because I did three racks of ribs, and you could throw it in there with the brisket. So you throw the 3 racks of ribs in there at 250 for 2.5 at 250. I think you season it, salt, pepper, garlic, or whatever. No, you got to do your rib rub too. Okay, you take those out. You get yourself like a piece of aluminum foil. You go butter, like 5 squares of butter.
Mm-hmm.
You go hot sauce, like Frank's hot sauce.
Okay.
And you go honey.
Okay.
You take them ribs and you go back and forth like this a couple times. You know what I mean? Meat side down, because on the grill it's non-meat side, because you want to cook them on both sides. Wrap them things up in foil. Throw them bad boys in the oven for 2 hours. Wait 2 hours, get them out, and those are only like, you really only have to wait like 10 or 20 minutes to eat those.
Okay.
So you're only in that for like 5 hours versus a 20-hour brisket. Brisket is the pinnacle of smoking. Like,
Yeah,
brisket
It is everybody's favorite.
It's good. I
Dude,
must
it was
admit.
so fucking good.
It's good.
I told Heidi, I was like, this is the best thing I've ever cooked. And then I brought some to my grandpa's house, and he was like, this is the best brisket I've ever had.
That's crazy.
And he's been, he's been around a long time.
Yeah.
So that was a high compliment for me.
That's great.
But what other things you guys been into besides music? I mean, we talk about music, but I just told you smoking. Like, I've been really into smoking shit.
Yeah, I mean, besides like music, the only other thing I've really been into is like reading comics.
Comics, yeah.
Because Marvel Rivals kind of like had a resurgence in like my interest in comic books and comic book movies.
Dude, speaking of Rivals, dude, I like playing that game, but I think I'm rivaled out. It's just like such I don't know, like one game I'm doing great, I'm killing it, dude. I'm pushing people. Like, it feels like I'm playing bots.
Yep.
And then the next one, I'm getting my ass
You are the bot.
The next one, I am
skill-based
playing
matchmaking.
with bots. And they said the algorithm or whatever, especially with ranked, is like, once you lose one, you better quit for 24 hours, because if you keep playing, they're going to throw you on team with a bunch of noobs. You know what I mean? And you're going to keep, like, it's not worth it. That's what they want you to do. And by you saying, "Now I'm done," you're saying, screw you. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, it's gotten to the point I don't play in like ranked or like quick play unless I'm with a friend.
Really?
Right.
Yeah.
You just do quick play?
Yeah. Most of the time.
I don't blame you. Sweaty sometimes.
So what you been doing, Johnny? What
Hobby wise, not too much going on. Working on getting a fence at the house. Just got back from Michigan. We were up there July 4th watching fireworks on the beach. So
that looked like fun.
That was amazing, dude.
I've
Awesome.
been kind of practicing bass too, right? From what you were telling me.
Yeah, I've been hitting up the guys here talking about practicing the bass and trying to write that intro music we always keep talking about.
I suppose that is
No,
music
we
related.
Need to get that,
Yeah.
we need to get that done. Dude, it's honestly like the podcast. Like, how long did we talk about this? For like a couple years before we really did anything.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Just get the program, just learn the basics, and just layer some, like, and I don't even care if if it's like super mastered, like the EQ and reverb.
Mhm.
I'm just like, get some tracks on there, get it sounding okay, record your part, then put my part or whatever, and we'll go from there.
I like it.
Yeah.
Like it a
Hopefully
lot.
you're in something soon.
Yeah. I was talking to AZ earlier about what he's doing these next couple weeks so I could make it over there. So
Well,
we're
we'll
trying.
get it. See, you might have to, if we do get the music program, I'm gonna get like because I got to get an interface to plug in my guitar. I would like to get like a MIDI keyboard too,
Okay.
and then I'll get that. But Alex, you might have to buy yourself like a drum mic. I would buy it, but like I don't play drums.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I get it.
And it
It's definitely
shouldn't be
something I'd buy for
too.
myself.
It shouldn't be too expensive, and then you just hook your drum mic up or get your setup mic'd up, record you,
Mm-hmm.
plug Johnny into that. Probably record you first, honestly. I don't know. I feel do most songs start with the bass or the drums? I feel like they do.
How like songs.
Some songs
structure.
start with lyrics first.
Well, I mean, it's usually the rhythm section first, which is bass
Yeah.
and drums.
Yeah.
I've-
It also depends because if Keegan's going heavy on rhythm guitar, I can always just sort of figure out what
Double
chords you're
me.
playing and
Yeah,
follow
just double
along.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Bass and
there's
guitar
options.
feed off each other, but we need to figure out like I don't know. To me, from what I've seen, this might not be true. I feel like it's usually like not always, but drum beat first, because you're like,
Yeah.
you know, get that set up.
Figure out the time signature.
Then you do the bass line, you know,
Mhm.
and then you do like the chords or a melody. What would sound good, like a chords or a melody or chords, and then a melody on top of that, and then you would go to the lyrics. You're like, then you just start literally singing along with everything, you know.
Right.
And that's kind of how music is made, man. Like if you watch, I saw a thing on the Beatles or whatever, and they kind of started like that. They came up with like you're Johnny's like, I got this bass line. Okay, play this bass line. Just keeps playing it, and from there you might do something on drums. You know what I mean? And see what works. Maybe throw a
Right.
couple fills in there, and then I'll come in. And I'll start playing, chords, or I'll start playing triads, seeing what works, and then we'll come up with lyrics to the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And then we're on the Billboard's Top 100.
Hopefully.
yeah.
No, I don't know.
But to me, there's so I've been doing a lot of theory on guitar, like especially like chord theory. I actually bought a course, and a lot of like the most important thing for bass or guitar or piano is the major scale. Like basically everything. Like if I know the major scale of everything, and I know the notes of a chord, I can figure out what notes are played on the major scale or the minor scale, whatever,
Mhm.
and then translate that to the guitar, and then those notes are what's going to sound natural. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? And then so you could play those notes anywhere on the neck from the top to the bottom. It's
Yep.
like a 4-octave thing. So that's what gets complicated, is why you really got to memorize your fretboard. I'm working on it, but I'm not the best.
Yeah. The fretboard
kinda
and the
got-
patterns.
I kind of got like the top 5 or 6 frets, like all 6 strings down, but I mean it's 20 some fret instruments,
Right,
so you need
right.
to go. Yeah.
Right.
You know me, I bought a bass guitar just because I like doom metal, stoner metal stuff.
Yeah.
So
Honestly,
you're pretty
though-
much just playing 1-7.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly though, man, I mean, you could come up with some cool melodies or ideas without knowing any kind of theory, but the theory to me is like you play your notes, and there's something called the Nashville number system. So like there's 7 notes in the scale, right? So in a major, let's say you're playing like a G major. You got your G, then your next note is the second, the next note is the third. So I can figure out, oh, you're playing like a 1-4-6
Mhm,
chord
mhm.
signature. You've probably heard stuff like that. You're playing a 1-4-6. So I'm going to play a 1-4-6, but I have this scale, this knowledge of the notes I can use. These are going to be the notes that are going to sound good.
Yep.
Everything in between might sound okay. You can use that, but I'm going to play these notes, and I'm going to make melody. I'm going to make a solo. I'm going to make rhythm. I'm going to make a lead part, licks,
Yep.
So
Yeah. Well, that's goals, guys. Goals.
the theory's kind of the roadmap to get you there. You know what I mean?
We're gonna bring the music. Keegan's gonna bring it together.
Yeah, you guys
Similar-
are going to come up with ideas, and then I'm going to try to take it further, I guess.
I'm a drummer. I hit things. I understand time signatures, and you know the music theory as a guitar player.
Yeah, that's true, man. No, drumming is mostly rhythm and timing, and it where like every other they say like all theory, like it makes sense to me now, is based off of the like piano. Like I almost wish I would have
Mhm.
learned piano
Same.
theory because you could take that to any instrument. Like literally all that theory is based around the piano.
Yep.
Like the whole steps and the half steps and
Yep. All of it.
so like between A and B is a whole step, but between B and C is a half step. There is no B sharp. So it would go A sharp, B, no B sharp, C, C sharp, D, and then between E and F is the same deal.
The same way there is no C flat.
There is no C flat either. There's just no Z. Yeah, you
Mhm.
know the what are those called? Enharmonics,
Mm-hmm.
sharps and flats. So it would be like
Mhm.
B sharp is A flat or A sharp, or I'm sorry, B flat is A sharp, and A sharp is B flat. Yeah, that's in harmonics.
You're just reminding me of when I was in school band and they wanted me to play the xylophone, and I
Yeah.
was like, "This is basically just playing piano,"
Yeah,
and I didn't want to do it.
Yep.
This is the drum piano. See, getting older though, the way I saw it though on YouTube was the guy was like, you only have to learn like if you sit down and you study theory and you really get a good understanding, you only have to learn it once. You got to practice it, learn it, but like I don't know, as a guitarist, I've always avoided theory, and I'm like, man, if I would have just sat down even for like several months and just learned everything,
Yep.
I'd be so much further in my guitar playing and understand the things that like understand the ideas and the concepts that people are doing on guitar and like Smashing Pumpkins or whatever, like listen to like a Billy Corgan and be like, I'm gonna take this Billy Corgan the way he plays, I'm gonna bring this to my song. I'm gonna create a song like a Smashing Pumpkins inspired song, and that's how all music is, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It gets real deep because I think a lot of people like the idea of just playing the instrument along with songs and
Yeah.
music and whatever, but then they try to write it and they're like, oh crap. I don't know.
Dude, it's
any of
definitely a
this.
skill like anything else. Like I feel like mixing and mastering is a skill, but if you have that skill set along with the writing skill set, man, you can be a powerful producer.
Yeah.
Think about like somebody like Kanye. Like Kanye is known for his songs, but in his core, he's a producer. Like he's produced some
Mhm.
like his songs sound beautiful, so he can like listen to your song and be like, "Why don't you try to add this?" Or we're gonna try to do this and bring that to your song.
Yep.
And it like almost never is your original demo what you bring is gonna be how it 100% ends up. There's gonna be some
Mhm.
added, nuances here and there. So
I think that's about it.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Sorry, man. I was just kind of getting into the theory bullshit.
hey, if y'all ever want to troll, tell someone to play a C flat.
And yeah, we're good for now. I think that puts us at probably close to an hour
Yeah.
for the
something like that.
episode. So about 9 o'clock right now, or close to. And we'll go ahead and end there. And hopefully, here in the next couple episodes, we'll have a little intro written.
Yeah.
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 Any-
Hopefully next 2, maybe 3.
Anybody
max.
got anything to add?
Not really.
No,
All
I think we
right.
covered most of it.
We'll do you have an outro for us? You got an intro? You got an outro?
I don't, but I can whip up something off the dome if you want.
Take us away.
Work in
Take us
progress.
away. Alex, play the outro music, please. Perfect. Well, thank you for tuning in, y'all. Triple Shot Trio bringing you the blend of music and games. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Till next time, we'll see you.
Later.